Hello, and welcome back to the Volume Vegan Cooking Channel. Condiments, sauces, and toppings are what take okay dishes to the next level. Pesto is nothing new to most of you, but this recipe is a game changer. Sure, it has plenty of good fats and calories from that heart-healthy olive oil, but it's packed with nutrition and flavor, and a little goes a long way. It's a budget saver too, as the traditional basil pesto can be a bit more pricey to make. I grow basil, but I would have to strip my entire plant and still not get enough to make a pesto with. Buying fresh basil from a grocery store is tricky. It shouldn't be stored cold, but it usually is. Either way, you usually have to use it on the first day or it will go bad very quickly. This pesto is made from parsley and spinach, so it has so much bright, fresh flavor. It's our household favorite, and I'm sure it will fast become one of yours too. Now get out that food processor and let's get started. We're going to start by taking off all of the flowers and tender stems off just an entire bunch of parsley. I don't really have a measurement for that. I just use an entire bunch. I cut the entire thing up and I rinse it really good, add it to my food processor. And we're just going to go ahead and turn that on and get it to processing, chopping up all of those leaves and tender stems. I usually do that until it seems like it's just not going to anymore. And then I move on to the next step, which is adding in a protein. Now, I prefer walnuts in this step. I'm not going to lie. Those are my favorite. I don't have walnuts on hand. I actually don't. Sunflower seeds are my second favorite choice. And I don't have the measurement that I want to use, which is half a cup of sunflower seeds. So I'm going to compensate with a little bit of roasted cashews that I have in my cabinet. I normally wouldn't. Cashews don't keep texture very good when they're exposed to the moisture. It kind of becomes creamier, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not necessarily what I want to happen here. But like I said, walnuts are a great choice. Sunflower seeds I usually have on hand, and they're less expensive than walnuts, so I enjoy using them as a really good substitute. So we're just going to turn on the food processor again, get that processing. Now that you've added those nuts, the parsley, which might have been sticking or clumping together because of the moisture, it's going to kind of break that up and help it move again. And then I'm going to fill the food processor pretty much to the top with spinach. I don't have a measurement for this. I use several handfuls, 3 or 4 handfuls of fresh baby spinach. This adds volume, a lot more nutrition. I love all the green. You're gonna love how beautiful and bright and green this comes out at the end. So you just get that processing. Again, I usually just do it until it seems like it needs some help moving. That's sort of my rule of thumb. Now we're gonna add that cheesy element that we all love so much. Half a cup of nutritional yeast. Again, adding a dry element in at this stage is going to help the whole mixture move inside of the food processor. So we're going to get that in there and get that combining. And at this point, again, just staying with the dry ingredients, I'm going to add a teaspoon of sea salt, a teaspoon of coarse ground black pepper, and a teaspoon of dried thyme leaves. I really love thyme. It's one of my favorite flavors. It really, really makes this pesto that much more bold and flavorful. And I'm going to add in the garlic, 2 to 3 cloves. I usually go a little heavy, but I just don't have that much garlic left. Have to pop into the grocery store. So yeah, a good amount of garlic, whatever your taste is. A lot of what I'm going to tell you about is seasoning to your taste, because that's how home chefs do it, right? And now I'm going to add in 3 tablespoons of concentrated lemon juice, about the amount of a large lemon if you were going to use a fresh lemon. There's something about lemon juice and herbs. It's just incredible. And now we're going to get that machine running again. It's going to be moving a lot now, now that you've added in the garlic and the lemon juice, lots of movement. And then we're going to drizzle in our extra virgin olive oil. We're using a half a cup. And I just slowly drizzle it into the top with the machine running. And you can see just by looking at the mixture, adding in that fat, especially combined with the cashew, is turning it very, very creamy. It lightens up. And there you have it, the finished product. I have, I guess, about 2 cups of pesto. It goes a really long way. Use it how you use pesto. I like to use it, as you can see, this is one of my favorite breakfasts. I'm going to show you in another video my go-to home breakfast tofu scramble that I use this pesto on top of as just a way to add in some more nutrition, some more fats, and all of that flavor. I'm a savory breakfast kind of person, so that is one of my very favorite ones. And of course, the scramble itself is so full of protein, and it's very, very filling. You can eat as much as you can stand. Pictured here, of course, is a piece of toast. Big surprise, right? Well, it's gluten-free toast. It's my favorite. It's by a company called Be Free, and that's my very favorite gluten-free bread. It's very seedy. I'm kind of a brown, seedy bread person. They also have a white version. They have great things. They have pita breads. I mean, lots of cool, more than I know about. I'm sure that my Kroger doesn't have a full variety of their products. I think everybody else knows that that's the best bread as well. It's usually sold out. It's kind of hard for me to find it. But yeah, I will show you in another video how to make that tofu scramble later on this week. Thank you so much for checking out my video. Definitely comment below. Let me know if you're going to try it or if you have tried it. Share it with your friends. Give it a like. Let your friends know where the good is. Share some recipes with them. Everybody loves to eat, especially when they can eat as much as they want, right? While you're here, please subscribe to my channel, turn on those notifications so that you never miss another one of these recipe videos. And yeah, as always, thank you so much. Have a great week, and I'll be back very, very soon with another volume eating recipe. Bye-bye.